Howdy, 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 howdy. I'm here. I'm back. I know I said I wasn't going to do... Oh, excuse me, do more Majora's Mask, but... Here I am! Garrus is here, he's just... found a thing I put on the floor for him a bit ago. So once he finishes that, he'll be hopping up right up because he'll need to. Where's that hair that's like that? Ah. Depth of field when only using a camera. Gotta love it. But yes. Howdy, 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 howdy. I'm here. I'm back, and I'm gonna actually be completing the Flawless Majora achievement today. And it will be a jolly, good old fun time, you know? Garrus is just enjoying down there. He'll be up at some point in the near future. But yeah, no, I'm excited to finally get this done. I'm realizing that I forgot to resize RetroArch, that's the word, to fit in my next screen. So I'm going to have to do that. Just need to resize OBS so I can see what I need to see. Are you just about done there, Garrus? Garrus? Wrong way. Yeah, come and say hi. Come on. Come on up. You just about did it. You did like half. Come on. You want my legs like this? What do you want? There we go. You wanted up, but you didn't know how to get up. Yes. So Garrus is here. He's happy. And his face is a bit of a mess. From this angle, it looks like he's smiling. From the front, he looks like Two-Face. But yeah. Garrus is here. So I guess I should probably hop on over. Select that. And then resize this. Garrus just hop down. Oh no, there's not. There we go. So let's pause that. Why did that just resize that so much? That's weird. I just moved the window, and when I let go of the window, it shrunk it. Well, then it made it shorter. It didn't change the width, just the height. Which is weird. But yeah. So today we are gonna get this Flawless Curse Breaker. Beat Majora without taking damage or using any masks. I have faith. I had to move my microphone there. Why did Steam just randomly open? Righto. I wish I could start without needing to get... Whoops. Needing to get full... like a full quiver, so I can shoot. It might be good with the 30 that I get in the room, but I don't want to risk it, you know? Try and get items on the way. If I don't, then I come right into here. I got closer than I wanted. And one more. I'm actually kind of surprised I didn't hit anything there. Ah, I didn't hit it head on. Switching out route oh so slightly. But I still get to the same location. One thing that I really like about the Switch too is that you can set it to not charge completely, like not charge to 100%. Excuse me. Once it reaches a certain threshold, it practically shuts off the charging. There are situations where it can reach 100%, but it usually just charges it to about 86 to 90-ish%. And I like that. Because keeping it on the dock all the time and keeping that charge flow in will damage the battery. It will make the battery life decrease, overcharging it. You gotta make sure you don't. I don't know what I was thinking of needing to mash through there. alright. So I still remember the meta from Monday's stream. So we should be good getting through. Water. So now we're waiting. Dog is barking and Garrus is reacting to it. The waiting is the best part. Garrus is still going. He thinks someone or something is there. But alas, there is not. Eight o'clock. Come on, time. Nine o'clock. I feel like it's not slower, but God, it feels slower. 10 o'clock, just 2 more hours. Hmm. God time, pass time. Pass so I can get to the boss fight. The roughly 10 minutes between run is always a time. $11:30, we're so close. Any moment now. Ah. Oh, howdy, howdy, howdy. Yes, I do. I have 1 achievement left. I might have had to spend an entire stream last time working on it, but I made progress. I got better. I learned. Blah, 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 blah. Hope you're doing swell. The correct song. Now we get cutscene time. We love cutscenes. It's been Brad making a grilled cheese. Fuck yeah. That sounds like a great time. Can always fuck with a grilled cheese. Zelda and grilled cheese is always a good time. Fuck yeah. You also can't beat a grilled cheese sandwich with tomato soup. Always a classic. Now, I've taken to calling these four Team Rocket for whatever reason. I think I was talking about what they were doing and they said protect the world from devastation, and then that was kind of it. I went through the whole thing and I'm like, well, I guess they're Team Rocket now. Grilled cheese and tomato soup slaps. Fuck yeah, it does. I love it. It's always a delicious choice. I realized I forgot to put my necklace on. And my choker. Feels weird. So this isn't necessarily a run, more so I'm just grinding the boss fight. I'm trying to get the flawless Majora achievement, so beat the boss without taking damage or using any masks. I've already gotten the one cycle achievement and the 100% achievement and everything else. I'm just gotta get this no damage achievement. And you're 100% correct, especially if it's homemade. Homemade tomato soup with homemade bread. Cannot go wrong. And yeah, no, very casual. Still got my makeup on, though. I'd be surprised if I'm on stream without one, or without my makeup on. In a method that isn't me doing my makeup on stream. Never made tomato soup homemade. Should really try. You should. You can choose the types of tomatoes you want, though there are definitely better choices than others, but realistically, whatever you want. And oh, you could do whatever you want. I made a absolutely delicious tomato potato leek soup once. I dehydrated it and took it camping with me. And God, when you're like 13 days in the 13 days deep in the woods, haven't seen another human being in like 5 days, that soup is ooh. But it wasn't just tomato. It wasn't just potato soup, which like you can't fucking go wrong with potato soup either. Potato bacon, ooh. But this was tomato potato leek. Oh, it was so good. And it was such a good soup to have super deep in the woods. Also obviously brought potato soup. Exactly. Oh, fuck off! They knew what I was trying to do and they ditched. You know, honestly, soup is so easy to make. Nobody really understands just how easy soup is to make. And when you make it yourself, you can put whatever you want in it. I was hoping I would get Odawa as well. Wasn't facing the right angle. Stop being in places I don't want you to be. Places that doesn't help me. This angle works. What the fuck? Why did that do so much damage? There's still goat. Oh no. I will catch up on messages in a moment. Goat mask is not supposed to be alive still. That wasn't supposed to kill Majora's Mask there. So I am... Okay, good, that wasn't that bad. Oh, fuck off, alright. Yes, it is a verified Woodland Classic. It can be pretty easy, some onion, carrot, canned tomato products, plus some cream and cheese to finish it. Don't need to be complicated, doesn't have to be complicated. I compress that. So versatile. I was not a crazy soup person as a kid. As an adult, it's a great meal. Such a great meal. And it's also such a great way to make other foods stretch so much further. And yes, hello. I am indeed having a good stream. Just starting off the stream, so not that far in. This was just my first run of the day. Well, attempt. Yeah, soup. Absolute S+ tier food. I literally have an entire cookbook for just soups. I love soup. Like Thanksgiving or Christmas or whenever you have like a big any kind of bird or anything, it doesn't even have to be like a holiday. You can just buy like a bird, and if you have leftovers or bones or anything, I didn't need to go all the way in, I got arrows. You can just throw all that in a pot with some vegetables and some noodles and everything, and bada bing bada boom, you got a delicious chicken noodle soup. Not even stretch the proteins, just stretch the food. You normally think that that carcass was done and everything, but boom, there you go. You've made soup and you don't eat all of it. Put it in like jars or containers or something and freeze it. You got soup to last ages. Like, I still have 1 jar left of the chicken noodle soup I made at, I think it was Christmas. It's just been in the freezer. I've been wanting it, I've been eyeing it. Also, making soups, you can throw beans in it. Beans also add a lot to a lot. So long frozen. Like, as long as it's sealed properly, almost indefinite. It's not, because it will water and whatnot in the way no matter what. You can have a completely sealed room in Antarctica, and then one day you just open it and it's filled with snow, and you're like, oh, well, I guess we lost this room. So not everything is indefinite frozen, however, it can last so long. I don't know if I've had that before. When I get to the waiting period, everyone's fun time of these runs, the just like 6 minutes of just standing there waiting for time to pass. When I am doing that, I can run and go grab my choker at least, because it feels weird not having that. Forgot to take out the ocarina first before pressing that button. Oh! That sounds real tasty. I know you described absolutely nothing about it except for the fact that it has grains in it, but realistically, you had me at Spanish soup. Do you mind sharing what you're doing on this run again? Kind of missed that part. I am doing this today. So, I guess I haven't really done my whole spiel on a little bit, so I can quickly do that to give the full rundown of what I am doing. Boop, and boop. So, I am using a website called Retro Achievements here that adds achievements to classic video games and everything. Hundreds of thousands of games, well, tens of thousands of games, hundreds of thousands of achievements. I'm working on Majora's Mask right here. I'm working on this one lone final achievement, Flawless Curse Breaker. Defeat Majora without taking damage or using any masks. So it's been a process. I've been at it for quite a while. I started, it doesn't say when I started, but it took me 30 hours to at least 100% it. So I've just been working on that. That's more or less what today's run is a continuation of. Whoops, what the fuck did I do? I somehow opened Steam Big Picture mode, and I don't know what I did. Let me just hard close that. Why is... I guess pushing one of the buttons on my controller here. I'm using the Nintendo Switch Online Nintendo 64 controller because it just feels right. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Last stream was like a 5 to 6 hour long stream of nothing but me just attempting, but I have gotten a lot better in that just one stream, then I'm confident that I'll get it this stream. It's just a process. And yes, it is. The whole thing has been pretty intense. One of the achievements I had to do was beat the whole game without playing the Song of Time more than once. Runs must include the prologue. So you do cycle 1, cycle 0, and when you get the Song of Time and play it and reset, that's your one time. Now you have to one cycle everything. And that took me about a week plus worth of streams to get, but it didn't really help. Well, no, actually, it didn't matter. I did a 3-heart challenge while I was doing it to knock both those achievements out at once, but yeah, God, just the time management and everything. It was such a time to do that. When I started doing the one cycle and everything, runs would end really, really early on because I don't know what the fuck I was doing with my time. But the very first run, I remember it ended at 4 p.m. Like, I reset at 4 p.m. right after I had gotten the Lens of Truth. By the end, when I finally got it, when I got Lens of Truth, it was like 1:30, maybe 2 o'clock. So I don't know what the fuck I was doing to make it be that late. But give me just 1 second. Gotta get choker. Because I always have it, so it feels weird not having it. A lot of home... icon home buttons on controllers default to Steam Big Picture, and you gotta love that. I use the NSO GameCube controller for Dolphin all the time. Honestly, smart. I just use a GameCube controller, like a regular one, because I haven't gotten around... Well, dropped my controller. I haven't gotten around to getting the GameCube controller. I want to get the SNES controller first, and then I'll get the GameCube controller. I got the N64 controller because I didn't like the NSO default N64 controls, and I was playing a lot of N64 games at the time. So I just got it. What the fuck is the camera? Oh, I somehow see up. Probably when I drop my controller. But yeah, no, it's I'm honestly a fan of the N64 controller. It gets a lot of hate because it's this, but the SNES was my first system, and I only had it for a few years before I got the N64, and so I just kind of, this was the controller I grew up with. It's my controller. It's perfect in its own way. Love Majora's Mask, but never actually completed the game. Yes, they are crazy. I've never actually done a one cycle before, so it was a really fun experience finally doing one. As the title, this side of the mic. As the title around there says, this was my very first Zelda game. Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. For any side-scrolling game, the SNES controller is perfect. If you are doing a 3D game, I will admit, as much as I love the N64 controller and will always adore it, the GameCube controller is a perfect controller. Just hands down, the GameCube controller is perfect. Every way. The layout of the buttons, the shape of the buttons, the size of the buttons, where all the control sticks and C6 are, the triggers and the buttons. perfect controller. Like, the R&D team at Nintendo is like channeling all of the great mathematicians and scholars and designers throughout history to make that such a good controller. Because it just fits. It fits the hand so well. Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. And the fact that they know, hey, obviously, main button that you're going to press, so we're going to have that be the big one in the middle. Your thumb is going to rest on that. Attack buttons or cancel buttons, you just gotta roll your thumb down a little bit, and there you go, you're tapping the B button. Secondary buttons at the top, you can just roll forward, up, and you're pressing. You don't need to move anything at all to hit all of the buttons. It's just so good of a controller. And if you don't need to use the control stick in the game, just shift your thumb and now the D-pad is there. It's perfect. The Switch Joy-Cons are, on the other hand, they're kind of interesting. I do like that you can rest your hand on all the buttons, the A, B, X, Y, and then just kind of shift your hand a little bit onto the control stick, but it's not as a banger of a controller. They really could have done better. But with what they were doing, for what it was, for what it was for and everything, being a handheld edition, like, expansion of the Switch controller and everything, yeah, it is pretty fucking good. But it's not the GameCube controller. Yeah, no, absolutely. The way that the Joy-Con, like the new Joy-Cons fit in the hand is just so much better than the original Joy-Cons. I just have like all my controllers next to me. I love the magnets on it as well, but like this is tiny compared to this. And I know the rail system was the best that they could think of at the time, and at the time it was like, yo, you can just slide them on and off, that's so cool! With the fact that these are magnetic now, and they're so easy to get on and off and everything, can't help but look at the rail system and just go, seems kind of primitive now. There's a squirrel up the window. Oh, the trees are budding! I just noticed. I've probably seen the buds, but it hasn't clicked in my head that they're budding. And I love it. Yeah, no, they do. Slide on, slide off, slide on, slide off. These, boop, boop. Like, you just can't go wrong with that. In some screens, I'm playing Pokemon. Multitask. So if you see me talking and using my hands as I talk, because I do, and you see a Joy-Con just randomly in my hand, it's because I'm playing Pokemon at that moment as well. Like, you can call it multitasking. I can also call it ADHD switching from one thing to another on rapid succession because... Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, it's that. Ooh, it's that. Ooh, it's that. So he only does the spin on this first cycle. I need to do at least a spin attack, otherwise just 2 other attacks to get to the second phase, where then he'll shoot his lasers. Where are they? Where? Okay, good. He's just spinning. Oh, they're there. They're all behind me. I need to keep moving with my shield out. I don't like where I am. I'm gonna hit a wall. Got 2 though, not bad. Come on, hit. God, aiming. It's almost as hard as shooting Twin Rova with their own beam. No, not here. Odawa, come. Come on, Odawa. Odawa! Oh, you're over there! No! My glasses are sliding down my nose. I did some damage to it. Right there, stay right there, stay like that. Perfect. Oh, I don't like the fact that I'm that close to that wall. That was a perfect lineup. Ooh, that was close. I almost got hit by that. A lot of runs have ended to being hit by those. I should have done more damage to him. I always say him when talking about Majora, but realistically Majora gives a lot more feminine vibes, but they are also a very androgynous monster that has never stated anything, so who knows. You see, why did last run, the first time I do that, instantly send to the second phase? Okay. Second phase. One of my favorite, if not my favorite boss, well, last boss in Zelda games. I'm getting lucky with my random hits. I hate the arrogantness of this boss. Like, it's totally just me projecting on that when I get frustrated with this boss fight. It's like, what do you mean you're just gonna fucking dance around, do ballet, do the can-can? Take this fight seriously. Like, ooh, look at me, I'm dancing. I love the boss. And then this phase. Ooh. What? So close. I've made it to this phase, but I've made it to the spinning top phase, so like the second phase of the last phase. So I was just like 2 or 3 hits away on my best run. There I think I was like 3 hits away. 3 to 4. And yeah, Majora definitely has a big ego. Yeah, no, absolutely. Oh, you're trying to not get hit? How about I just fucking throw you across the room? So realistically, I don't think I'm needing to get a full quiver and infinite magic, but it's better to have and not need than need and not have. Yeah, no, absolutely. I actually lost one run to Takuri here. I missed hitting, and he took my bottle. So I just reset the run. I love rolling as the Goron. As a kid, always, even up to now, rolling as a Goron has always just been so much fun. That's the first time I've actually succeeded in rolling all the way through the gate. Sometimes the button doesn't want to admit that I pressed it twice. My hand got stuck in a bag. And my other hand was too busy mashing A. I need to figure out on Nightbot if I can make it alternate messages, and then instead of having the different messages just kind of interspersed through different times, because far too often is there a moment where Nightbot sends a message, and then just a couple minutes later we'll send another message. just because two of the timers happen to line up like that. Grabbed my cup of water there, was drinking it, and I looked in the webcam view that I have on this monitor, and all I could imagine just seeing the size of the cup was that one clip from early SpongeBob where it was like, "This is an extreme thirst." I fucking love SpongeBob. Alright, camera, just decide to turn around, that's fine. So I guess since it's now officially all set up and organized and whatnot, I can now start officially mentioning that next week, next Wednesday, it's scheduled. I don't know what time, but it will be earlier in the day, like a lot earlier in the day than my normal streams. Like closer to noon time. Who knows though, we'll see. I'll set an alarm for that day. But I'm going to be doing a really fun combo randomizer. Doing a collab stream with it. It's going to be my first time doing an archipelago randomizer. I'm going to be doing Ocarina of Time mixed with Dark Souls 3. I'm going to be playing Ocarina of Time, and he's rubbish, as you probably, it's possible, has been seen in chat. I know at least one of you has not seen him, but both of you probably haven't, but regardless, I'm going to be doing that on next Wednesday. It's going to be fun. We spent like 3 hours yesterday figuring out and getting it all set up and everything, because I run Linux, and it's very different than Windows. In order to get the archipelago to properly work, it runs through BizHawk, but the version of BizHawk that I was using just wasn't working with the archipelago for some reason. But the versions of BizHawk that were supposed to be working did not have a Linux version. But I learned that if I get the .exe file of BizHawk for the version that I need, like the Windows version, and then I put it into Steam, and then run Steam, like run it through Steam using a thing called Proton that is built into Steam and everything. It's what Valve uses to allow for their Steam Deck to run the games, since Steam Deck is Linux. I can use that, and then it'll run BizHawk like perfectly. And what's awesome is that the Linux versions of BizHawk that I was trying for the N64, the core that would only work was Ares 64 when I was trying to run Mupen 64. Because it sucked, because Ares 64 is stuck. Yeah. It rewrote Proton into, like, I'll close Steam since I'm waiting. If I hit that, boop. Boop. And you hawk on there in the manage force compatibility Proton, and it just kind of works. Ares 64 is locked at 240p, and I'm sure you could imagine that's not really good. Whereas Mupen 64 is able to upscale like past 4K. It's insane. So having it run through Steam like that, I'm actually able to get the Mupen 64 to work, so I can mess with the display plugins, and I'm very, very, very happy, and I'm very excited for the archipelago. It's going to be a lot of fun. SpongeBob is awesome. Love that the jug was twice as big as the fridge. Really, it's hilarious. And yeah, no, I love Linux. I run Pop! OS Cosmic specifically. And I know that a lot of people, I don't like the fact that that's not on the top window there. I know a lot of people apparently aren't liking Cosmic. It's apparently buggy. I have issues here and there, but like, it's whatever. They work. It works overall. It's just kind of, oh, it's very user hands-on to get things to work. The fact that I have to get that .exe file, load it into Steam, load it through Steam with Proton. What, if it works, then it works, you know? Getting something to work on Linux was just a W regardless of the distro. Yeah, no, fair. I've been seeing that a lot of people are trying to normalize and make more regular the app data. Hey, I actually got there in 80 milliseconds. Not my 83 like usual. Sick. Yeah, I keep an eye on the time on the bottom when I go and see how long it takes me each time. But yeah, a lot of people have been trying to get .app image files to work because they're just so easy. You literally just download it, click on it, there you go. Whereas the other ones, you gotta fucking open the terminal and install this. Run this, blah 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 blah. Like, come on. I understand that a lot of things aren't designed for the Linux kernels, but come on. I despise Windows 11, and if they're not going to support security on Windows 10 anymore, then Linux was my only other choice. So I have my Linux distro right here on this drive. The long cutscene, it's not really that long. But it's Team Rocket again. They're here. And yes, my Joy-Cons are in my hand now. Yeah, dropping Windows 10 was the nail in the coffin for so many. 11 was what made me swap. Like, if they didn't amp up Windows 10 as being, this is going to be the last Windows that you're going to ever need, we're going to completely continue updating this and it's going to be great, and then immediately went Windows 11. And then Windows 11 being as bullshit as it is, forcing AI into everything, like, fuck off. I hate it. I refuse. I don't want anything AI, period. Unless it is a closed system analytical AI used for compiling data in said closed system, then I don't want anything with it. Get that shit out of here. Oh, I haven't even seen that they've changed the start menu. Oh god, yeah, they missed an opportunity to name it that, but also I'm glad that they didn't, because I would have hated to see poor Clippy's reputation be sullied like that. Like, I literally have never once used Cortana, but honestly, also the fact that they didn't call their AI Cortana either. Flippy is, like, Flippy is the pure cinnamon roll that is too perfect for this world. He just wants to help. He'll do whatever he can to help, and he just wants to make sure that you get it figured out. He was just a cute little paperclip, but you can also change him to be a cool little robot. That's what I had on my desktop when I was in school. Yeah, no, absolutely. He wanted nothing but the best for you. So I'm glad that they didn't sully his memory with such blasphemy. Weird, I'm holding straight, but I'm very obviously not going straight. I think I need to recalibrate my control stick. That's weird. I can live with it. I've been dealing with it with all these other streams. I'll fix it off stream because I don't know how long it would take. It's probably not a long process at all, but still. But anytime you see me go forward and then I just bend, I'm holding straight forward on the control stick. Right in the little forward notch. And it's not even a matter of me holding the controller crooked like I normally do. Because I tend to just hold my controllers on like this angle. And as you could probably imagine, that doesn't work the best when you're trying to shoot something, like, to hold a control stick straight. Because your brain is saying, I'm doing it straight, but the controller's like, yeah, but I'm sideways. I don't know why I shielded at that point. I should have shot him. Come on. No, 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 not right here. You can't get anyone. Fuck you! Fucking loser. He didn't mean to do that, but that kind of was a little cool. Never stands still. Fuck, I knew I shouldn't have tried to Z-target there. Because I Z-targeted, I stood and it changed how my shield positioning was, and it made me lose. I didn't like the angle I was on regardless. And it's entirely possible that I still would have gotten hit, regardless of pressing Z, but I would like to think that if I didn't press Z, I would have succeeded. So at the start, I always gotta equip fire arrows because they do a lot of damage to Takuri, and I don't trust light arrows. I don't remember the full mechanics of light arrows, and I don't want to risk Takuri turning into a 50 rupee instead of 200 rupees. So 5 arrows and then Golem Mask. And then I kill Takuri. And then when I get back into Clocktown, I change to the first bottle and the Romani Mask. Skip all the way to the night of the final day. Don the Romani Mask, buy Chateau Romani, and drink it with the bottle that I had already equipped. And then equip my Great Fairy Sword and light arrows, and I'm ready for the fight. I got the whole thing, like, down more to a science than I probably should. But what's the matter? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. So sometimes when I'm doing this, like specifically this part, I'll like multitask, I'll extra multitask, and I'll try and mash both games at the same time. But it usually leads me to pressing the wrong button on the wrong game. Like, there's been times where I accidentally jump off cliffs because I am intending to move forward in the different game. My brain's like, controller in hand. That means what I do here will be what I need to do. But no, not that screen, that screen. My favorite was when I was in Snowhead. And I think I was trying to do the collect all 60 stray fairies in one cycle. And I was trying to get the last one in Snowhead, the one that's in the main room on that little offshoot hidden wall. And I should have gotten the Scarecrow song, but I didn't, so I was flying with the Deku Leaf, and I was trying to just drift down and everything, and I went to go mash A in Pokemon, but I ended up pressing A on the N64 controller, and then I just dropped, and I had to go all the way back up. It was funny. I thought the camera was gonna flip around again. Oh, it was hilarious to me. It was very unfortunate, but thankfully I wasn't pressed for time. It was just... It was just funny. And yeah, no, now that I'm standing here, yep, these are in my hand again. Oh, it's a fun time. But this waiting portion is like the best part, you know? Everybody loves just waiting. Is there, I don't know, I don't remember if there was a, in the casino in Pokemon, if there was a thing, like a specific one of the machines that works the best. You know? I wouldn't be surprised if there was, but I also wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't. My second roll on the slot machine, though, I got 777, so now I just have to sit there now and wait for the money to roll up. Which is very funny to me. It's only 9 o'clock, though. We be getting there. Slowly but steadily. I'm not in halftime. God, could you imagine waiting for midnight? Not doing anything else, just kind of sitting there waiting with halftime applied? That would be irritating. That's my I'm waiting, come on time, hurry up sound. I hope you liked it. It's a good sound. I curated it myself. Much like how Tingle created his Hop Pop Kulim Pa. I curated that. I'm eating some little fruit snacks. I don't know about Fire Red, Leaf Green, but I know one of the Pokemon games has a guy who says his machine is lucky and will only leave it on Wednesdays or something like that. That's really amusing. Only leaves on Wednesdays. And fruit snacks are good. I'm just talking to people in the casino and they're just giving me money. Giving me some coins, but it's just about midnight. Midnight! I like the fact that you can see this cutscene. Like, if you watch this cutscene through the observatory telescope, it's different. And if you are in Clocktown, you can watch it happen. Ah! I wasn't paying attention and I was looking at the wrong thing. How could I? It's a really cute detail that it shows the world is paying attention to you. Yeah, I like that. Almost song it timed. There's only been one time where instead of playing Oath, I played Song of Time. Yeah, it didn't seem like there was anybody saying that their machine was Presley Lucky. I really want to cosplay Skull Kid. I haven't worked on it in a couple days, but I've been working on a Majora's Mask in Blender. Because regardless if I cosplayed or not, that would still be a sick thing to hang on the wall. And also I feel like with just like my proportions and the way that I move, I'll be able to pull off Skull Kid pretty good. Because I already stand like this sometimes. Though I'm usually crouching like, and then I run at people like that. I love doing getting into stance and then running. Drop my controller again. I have fun. I can definitely bring back my old Gremlin slouch from my teenage gaming days. I used to rock what my friends would call the pterodactyl pose. I would have like a Gremlin slouch, but because I likely have Ehlers down low, I'm very flexible. So my knees were up like next to my head. So I'm just like, so my friends just called it the pterodactyl pose. Hell yeah! That's what it should have been called from the start. Gargoyle Gaming? Fuck, that works. I'm currently in the Team Rocket's hideout, and I'm using a Pokemon that I don't even want to have in my party. I just want to level him up so he will evolve so I can get the actual Pokemon I want in my party to be in my party. I just have a thing where if I need to catch all the Pokemon and evolve them all so they get in my Pokedex. So I'm like a level down from Drowsy, finally leveling up to Hypno, and I can put him in the box and only ever use him when I need him to use Flash because I taught him Flash. Alright, here we go! And as I said that, my Drowsy just got decimated. I got hit by a critical hit Hyper Fang. But I need to focus on this. Because the mask is awake. Oh no. They were on the wrong buttons. I'm getting a little better at doing quick spins. I'm not good at them. At least not good at them consistently. I think my shield just protects me from that. I don't like you being there. Ah. If I had a little better aim, I could have gotten 3. Shoot laser. Thank you. Oh, fuck you, Twin Volt. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally hit target. Ah. I don't know why I was pressing the wrong button each time there. But god, that's irritating. I accidentally hit Z. Muscle. Habit. Twitch. Whatever. Like, oh, I need to look. Target. Nope. That will make you stand and make your shield not be facing the laser and will make you die. And frankly, we would rather not have that happen when we're trying to not take damage. You know? He's really eager. I was hoping I could get a 4th hit, but he always flies away. Flawlessly done, if I do say so myself. It's just fun. Fuck yeah. This run. This run for sure. No idea what happened there. Like, I'm pressing the buttons. It's just like, nope. I don't know if Takuri spawns at night. I think he does. If he does, realistically, I could make it night of the final day. And then go do all my collecting of money and arrows and whatnot. But then where's my Pokemon time? Make sure to equip those to the right C buttons. That way I don't pull out my sword when I'm trying to shoot an arrow. Ah, okay, wait. Wait time. Time wait. I need to make sure, explicitly, to not Z-target, even by accident. It will not do me any good. It will in fact only do me harm. Unless it is a Majora that I am Z-targeting and I'm already facing directly in front of them. And even then, I still probably won't. Because it's just a pain, really. Losing out for no reason. Except for pressing a button wrong. So close time. I say it's 8 o'clock. Nine o'clock! Said it a little bit preemptively, but 9 o'clock! Oh time, oh time. Why must we wait? Because it's a time-based game. The game doesn't really intend you to be just sitting here. And 30. It's the only thing that's good about the end of the GameCube 3DS version. The Song of Double Time, you being able to choose when in the timeline you're about to travel to. Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. And the flags that need to be, like, reset and the ones that need to not be, it's so logistically irritating. I say that as if I've ever done one. But I know how these games work. Bong. But yeah, realistically, it being time-based and being able to do resets and everything, 80 milliseconds again. Seems irritating, but also it allows you to fit a lot more into a smaller game. It's just like a soup. Stretch it out and make more out of it. And now our friendly neighborhood Team Rocket is here to protect our world from devastation. That's why I call them that. I just jokingly said that as a... Oh, Skull Kid's all scared and everything because the Giants come to protect the world from devastation. And then I had to go through the entire rest of the speech. So since then, they're Team Rocket. You know, in Pokemon, it always seems so condescending from the Pokemon Center to say, hope to see you again soon. It's like, the fuck do you mean? Are you wanting my Pokemon to be hurt and need medical attention? Is that what you're saying? Be like if I went to the doctor for a broken arm, like went to go see that special arm or bone doctor, an ornithologist, I don't remember what bone is in Latin. And then that's your arm, puts a cast. Later you cut the cast off and leave, they check it and like, oh man, it's all good. Hope to see you again soon. Like, what do you think I'm gonna be doing? I've always loved just the sight of them just... It's so good. Lol, being on the localization team for Pokemon must be so wild. I know the newer games have been giving more fun with NPC dialogue like that. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, no, I have been seeing some pretty wild dialogue in the little things I've seen of newer games. But honestly, none beat some of the dialogue that's in this game. With how much they just address the concept of death of Pokemon. They don't do that in any of the other games. But it is, you talk to somebody in Lavender Town and like, my Growlithe died. Like, oh. You poor thing. I was not paying attention. Should have been mashing. I was trying to land Hypnosis on a coughing. Yeah, no, I love seeing that. That was one of my favorite things about that map, and so I would choose that map a lot. Alright. No accidentally pressing V when laser shooting at me. And yes, if you notice, with my linguistic talking patterns, I flip-flop between Z and Z. For me, it depends on the structure of the sentence, if I'll say Z or Z. Everyone stay where you are. Shoot the laser. Come on, shoot laser. Oh, fuck off. Thank you. The people aren't where they were. Oh, I angled too far by accident. And missed out on killing Goat. Where are you, Goat? I didn't like that. You can stop spinning. Laser? No. Stop it. Shoot laser so I can kill Goat's remains. I've kept them in my pocket for ages. Let me burn them. No! I didn't mean to hit Majora. I was hoping I would hit Goat and then Goat would drop and then Majora would be hit right after. Made a lot of hits, but not enough to kill. Laser? He's gonna shoot laser now when I... Oh, good. But now that I see him, he won't shoot laser. That's just always how it goes. I do not like that. I need to always be targeting good. Targeting Majora. Because when he spins, I need to make sure that my shield is facing him. Laser. Thank you. My second time ever making it to this phase, or even my first try, it was bullshit because literally the frame the phase started, he just shot all his lasers at me. It was bullshit. That is the best I have ever done there. Yeah, no thank you. It's too close. For some reason, I knew that that was gonna be the one. Like, I got to the... at some point in, and I looked at the time of how long the stream had been, and then I, like, why do I feel like this is gonna be the one, and it's gonna end up being a shorter stream? You see that there? You see that that's still there? Fuck yeah. You tuned in right as I succeed. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was honestly figuring this to take me a little longer. Well, I've done it. I've done it. I'm pressing the button on the wrong controller. I pressed A on my Joy-Cons. I've done it. I've damageless killed every boss in the game. I've one-cycled the game. I've done a 3-heart run of the game. I've 100%ed the game. There's nothing in this game I haven't done! Except for, like, major glitches. There is a glitch subset of Majora's Mask, but I will do that in the future if I do. Ah! There's also a whole other subset for, 4th day. Completing the game during the 4th day, like, doing everything during 4th day. Which 4th day is a fun little glitch that... There's a couple ways of doing it. My favorite way, and the way that I've always done it, is through the Astral Observatory, watching the moon drop, and when it gets to like 7 to 2 milliseconds left, you exit out of the telescope, and the timer does continue to go down to 0 while you're exiting out, but the cutscene of you exiting out and talking to the astronomer takes priority over the moon falling cutscene playing, and so it just switches right over to the next day. I am indeed doing quite swell. I'm really surprised that I beat this. Fuck yeah, I'm so pleased. The achievement won't clock until after the credits, or during credits, but we see our little icon right there, so we know that it's good. The final achievement in the game. The 96th achievement. I found the Canadian baptism record for free, but I gotta assume it's the right person. I haven't looked at baptism records ever, but if birth date on the record, if there is that, matches the birth date record of the person that you are aware of, same name, same birth date, same area, then it's safe to assume, but it does get really finicky the further back you go. Not even the further back you go, just depending as to where you go. Well, it's a thing for my situation because they didn't do birth certificates back then. Yeah, true. True. So since we're on my 100% file, we get the full unredacted credits. So like baptism records is all they have to say they were born this year. Yeah. I am so happy. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I might just concede that tonight will be a little bit shorter of a stream. 2 hours isn't that bad, but still very short considering. But the next couple streams, I think I might do some Ocarina of Time randos. Just to kind of get my brain going in Ocarina of Time rando mode again. Because I was mentioning earlier in the stream, I'll mention again, since everything has now been set up and organized and scheduled and whatnot, on Wednesday, week today, going to be doing a collab combo randomizer with He's Rubbish on Twitch here. Going to be using Archipelago, and I'm going to be playing Ocarina of Time, and he is going to be playing Dark Souls 3. Quite the combo, but it should be a fun time. We spent a few hours yesterday getting it all set up, and it was a process to set up, I will tell you that much. I learned for Archipelago, it connects through BizHawk. I can also get like Ship of Harkinian to do it, but I didn't end up figuring that out. I ended up figuring out BizHawk. My version of BizHawk though was too new and it wasn't working with Archipelago. And also, since it was the Linux version, some things just weren't really working well for it. For instance, the Mupin 64 core wasn't able to work. But what I ended up doing to get it all to work is I downloaded the Windows.exe version of BizHawk, a much earlier version, and then I loaded it into Steam, like how you can add non-Steam applications onto Steam. I put that into Steam, the BizHawk.exe, and then I ran it through Steam using Proton, And it allows for BizHawk, the Windows.exe version, to run on my computer. What's beautiful about it is that Lupin 64 works for it. So, Ares 64, which is what was only working on BizHawk on the Linux version, is locked at 240p. As you can probably guess, that's not really the best. That's not what I would like. But Lupin 64, I can put it up to like 4K, 6K, 8. It's ridiculous how high of a resolution you can put it up with on Lupin 64. But ow, I just poked myself in the eye. I also watched a queer wrestling super show, which had me learn of a trans wrestler I admire. That's always fun. Effie Big Gay Brunch. Yeah, you were talking about that one specifically, Effie Big Gay Brunch, on Monday. Is that the same sort of event that you found this wrestler? That's fun. Talking about the duo. I'm forgetting what their names are. One was like really shy and whatnot, and the other was all, fuck yeah. The other was all like big and blah blah. 54 hours, 52 minutes, and 16 seconds to master Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Memories are annoying. But let me, well, first let's say the end. Also, my Drowsy is evolving. So that's exciting. I can finally put him back in the box. But play the music. So now, let's pop it over to this, and we see here, it's still underbeaten, 98%. Let's do a quick little refresh. Boom! Mastered! 100%. Imagine if I put down Majora's Mask forever. Mastered in 57 hours. It only took me a month. Hell fucking yeah. We love it. Latest master, there's me. The 487th master. Last time I scrolled down here and looked, I saw the YouTuber Nostalgic Juice, because he's going through Majora's Mask, and I was looking at his achievements, and the way that he's playing through the game is weird. I don't know if he's 100%ed or beaten Majora's Mask before. Probably has, but Dan played it in different ways than I do. But yeah, there's other subsets. There's the Glitch Showcase. It has 72 achievements, which it wouldn't be a bad thing for me to go through this to just kind of learn how to do all the tricks and everything. But then there's the 4th day. On Astral Observatory, stop the moonfall and advance to the 4th day. And then from the 4th day on, do everything. Beat the game. How many achievements is it? Only 42 achievements. It seems like a much less filled out 100%, but I don't... Yeah, no, you don't have to get the heart containers, though. Just get all the items and all the masks. Maybe not all masks. I'm not seeing couples mask there. Interesting. But yeah, one day I'll do that. I'll add that to the want to play. But I've mastered the god. I'm so... I'm happy. I'm very, very, very happy. Mastered. So now I have 2 masteries. Donkey Kong Country, which is the first game that I ever played. Like, period. Took me 44 hours to master that over 3 months. Majora's Mask took me 57 hours over 1 month. Probably because I was pausing the emulator a bunch for that. To be fair, I was also with this one. I think I was just having longer streams. But there's my 2 game awards, my 2 masteries. I'm so happy, so pleased. And on top of it, my Drowsy evolved into Hypno. Fuck yeah. So, let me just play music because it's awfully quiet. Before I dip, because I can't really think of much else to do today, since I was kind of expecting this to go longer, I was kind of thinking about going through and mastery of Pokemon Crystal. Hypno is the cherry on top, really. Yeah, no, absolutely, because I've been trying to get that Drowsy to evolve into Hypno for a while. So I can put it in the box and not have to worry about it. Fucking late level 20s evolution. The Professor Oak challenge. And shiny Pokemon subset. 0 point... God. I wonder what the least gotten achievement is. But yeah, Crystal was my very, very, very first. Why did it just remind me of my sub-goal? It popped up on my activity feed and did a little thing on the screen. Weird. One by least. Shiny Clawfish is the least gotten. Well, frankly, tied with quite a few, but Shiny Ho. But yeah, been thinking about doing Pokemon Crystal, because if Donkey Kong Country, that I mastered, was my first ever video game, and Majora's Mask, that I've now mastered, is my first ever Zelda game, and I've been kind of playing a lot of Pokemon, so I've been feeling it. What better way, really, than to master Crystal? So I wanted to just take a little look-see at the achievements, because I haven't looked at them before. There's 113 achievements. Name rival, badge, defeat Falconer in the set battle style using only Johto Pokemon that do not exceed level 9 during battle and without using a Pokemon, or without using a pack item. No external trade, only Pokemon. And that's the third achievement is a missable achievement. That's kind of fun. Defeat the Rocket Grunt while leading the raid on the Slowpoke well. Bugsy, get the badge. Defeat Bugsy in the set battle style using only Pokemon Johto Pokemon. So apparently, I guess that one is just the flawless, so to speak. But under a specific level and only specific Pokemon. Get the next badge, and then defeat with the set battle style only Johto Pokemon that do not exceed level 20. I'm gonna have trouble with that because in my Pokemon game here, I was showing I'm 42 hours in, and I have 3 badges. My Pokemon are like leveled. Catch Sudowoodo on Route 36. I remember finding that Sudowoodo for the first time. Complete the side quest in the Burnt Tower. Houston? I don't actually know how to say that. Get the next badge. Challenge for the badge. Same person, I guess, as that. It's been a long time since I played Crystal. Last time I played Johto was when Heart Gold and Soul Silver came out. It's been a little while. Another badge. Challenge. Catch Amphrey. Next badge. Badge challenge. Encounter Suicune on Route 42. So that's missable in the sense, I guess you can... Look, Suicune goes all over the place. Catch the red Gyarados, everyone's first shiny Pokemon. That's how they introduced the concept of it. Thwart the efforts of Team Rocket in Mahogany Town. Defeat every trainer at Team Rocket Hideout in Mahogany Town. Defeat Price in Mahogany Town and earn the badge challenge. Defeat the Rocket Executive in Goldenrod Tower. Every trainer in Goldenrod Tower and the Underground. Encounter Suicune on Route 36. Catch Suicune, the Aurora Pokemon, and catch Suicune and register in the Pokedex without using a Master Ball. I would probably do that regardless, because I never use the Master Ball. I got that potion goblin brain. Better save them because I might need them, and then I pass instances where I need them because there might be a better point to need them. Declare badge. Challenge. Receive a Dratini with extreme speed at the Dragon Shrine by correctly answering every question of the Master's Quiz on the first attempt. So I'd have to have a list for that. And defeat the Elite Four and the Champion Lance. And defeat the Elite Four and Lance in a single session in the set battles style using only Johto Pokemon that do not exceed level 44. Without using any pack items, no external trade, only Pokemon or legendaries other than the beasts. I fucking love Raikou. Defeat the Elite Four on Lance using only a single Pokemon. Lieutenant Surge. Get the Thunder Badge. Surge Challenge. Badge Challenge. Next badge. Badge Challenge. Return the stolen machine part to the Stafford Kanto power plant. Defeat Misty. Badge. Badge Challenge. They're all so cool. Raikou gets the least attention out of all of them, though. Erica, Rainbow Badge. I think that's where I am right now. In-game. Not in Crystal, but in Fire Red. I'm here. Badge Challenge. Get the Badge Challenge. Catch the Snorlax in Vermilion City and register to the Pokedex. Defeat Brock. Is Brock all the way down there? Yeah, I guess Surge is first. That's weird. Badge Challenge. Blaine Badge Challenge. Defeat Blue in Viridian City and earn the badge. Badge Challenge. Defeat Red at the summit of Mount Silver, and defeat Red at the in the set battle style using one of Johto Pokemon that do not exceed level 65. He uses level 80s or something. That's rude. I could be wrong about that, but defeat Red using only a single Pokemon. Catch Entei and Raikou, the Volcano and Thunder Pokemon. Catch Raikou and register in the Pokedex without using a Master Ball, and Entei without using Master Ball. Catch Lugia, the diving Pokemon, at the Royal Island. Like, they couldn't give it a better epitaph. The diving Pokemon. This Pikachu is level 88. Fuck that. Catch Lugia without a Master Ball. Catch Ho-Oh, the rainbow Pokemon. Like, Rainbow... Ho-Oh is a cool epitaph. The rainbow Pokemon. I'm the diving Pokemon. Catch Ho with a Pokedex. Receive an Everstone from Professor Elm, showing him the hatched mystery egg. Receive a batch of 10 special Pokeballs at once from the Kurtz in Azalea Town. Encounter a sleeping Pokemon by headbutting a tree. I forgot about that concept. Receive an odd egg from the daycare man on Route 34. See Golem by lining up 2 7s on the slot machine at the game corner. That's physically where I am currently. Earn 777 on a slot machine. Win 24 bets and card flip minigame. Just don't do the Professor Oak challenge. Yeah, I was gonna look at that next because I'm curious as to what that is. It's probably catch every Pokemon. Win the bug catching contest at the National Park. Win the bug catching contest without catching a Butterfree, a Beedrill, a Scyther, or a Pinsir. Win the bug catching contest with Cool Trainer Nick as a participant. Nurse Moo back to health at Moo Farm. Have a Shuckle turn a berry into berry juice after a battle. Get Mania in Salem. I don't know. Cyanwood. That's a weird. Cyanwood City's permission to keep Shuckle by raising its friendship high enough. Catch the Lapras in Union Cave. Pros catch every Pokemon available at any time, so you catch everyone available before the next gym. I honestly already do that. That's kind of just how I play Pokemon sometimes. It's why I'm at 40 hours and 3 badges. Solve each of the puzzle chambers and collect each hidden item in the Ruins of Alph. Oh, I fucking love the Ruins of Alph in the Unknown. I likely won't do the Professor Oak challenge, but it's amusing because that is kind of just how I play Pokemon. Trade the Red Scale to Mr. Pokemon on Route 30 for the EXP share. Receive an elixir from the Fishing Guru on Lake Rage by breaking the Magikarp size record. Receive all 7 gifts from each of the weak siblings. Earn a move from Bill's father outside of Goldenrod City Game Corner. I love unknown question mark. They're so much fun. The Professor Challenge is hell for Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum because of Munchlax. Fuck yeah, right, fuck. Fucking Munchlax. Defeat every possible trainer aboard the SS Aqua, including those from the first voyage. So all 5 requested Pokemon to build Grandfather on Route 25. Receive a pass for the Magnet Train from the Copycat in Saffron City. Collect all 3 of the fishing rods. Receive a Moonstone after witnessing the Clefairy ritual at Mount Moon Square. Win the optional battle against your rival at Indigo Plateau. I want to get a tattoo of the non-binary genderless gender symbol in the style of the Unknown. That would be so cool. That would be so cool. A Daisy Oak, comb your Pokemon in Pallet Town. Interesting. Own every Pokédoll purchased by Mom. Have your Pokemon in the first slot use Frustration or Return at its maximum power. A lot of people don't get all the pretty low percentage. Deal super effective damage with hidden power. Receive an evolution stone from a registered Pokegear trainer. Promote the Miracle Cycle bike shop in Goldenrod City to be allowed to keep the bike. Make a purchase in the rooftop sale on the roof of the Goldenrod department store. Add a phone number to your Pokegear after earning 30 blue card points. Receive a nugget from either Pokefan Bravely or Pokefan Derek. Receive a PP up from Black Belt Kenji. It's good you can do return or frustration. It sucks trying to max frustration. I'm gonna have to look into those though, because I don't know a lot about the mechanics, like the deeper mechanics of Pokemon. My knowledge and understanding of it is very, very surface level. Receive a vitamin from every possible trainer rematch that rewards one. Receive every in-game gift Pokemon. Complete every in-game trade. Defeat every non-missable trainer in Johto. Select every visible and hidden field item in Johto. Defeat every non-missable trainer in Kanto. Select every visible and hidden field item in Kanto. Select every finite TM and HM. Obtain a stick from a wild Farfetch by either catching the Pokemon or stealing it. Obtain a thick club from a wild Cubone or Marowak. Obtain a lucky egg from a wild Chansey by either catching the Pokemon or stealing it. Just fucking steal Chansey's egg. Clear the battle tower by defeating 7 trainers in a row. Clear the battle tower using only Johto Pokemon, no Lugia or Ho-Oh. And catch all 206 possible Pokemon that are obtainable in-game without external devices. "16 batches. Talking to Professor Oak about the Pokemon world, they're just starting their adventure. That's exciting for them. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to be the last one, just because it was near the bottom. When we look at Professor Oak Challenge, continue starter, evolve your starter to its 3rd form. Catch a Rattata, evolve a Rattata to Eradicate. Catch a Pidgey, evolve a Pidgey to a Pidgeotto, evolve a Pidgeotto to Pidgeot. Catch a Hypno, evolve a Hop-Hip, there we go. Evolve Hop-Hip into Skiploom, evolve Skiploom into... And is this all before gyms? Or is this just catch and evolve everything up? Defeat Falconer with all 46 possible Pokemon in the Pokedex. And Falconer was the first gym? Yep. So, by the first gym, you have about as many Pokemon as I currently have in my Fire Red here. And I'm at the 3rd gym. So, fun fact on frustration, there was only one that wasn't legendary that hated you from the start. All other Pokemon had some friendship with you, so you had to actively lower it to max frustration, except Bunnery, the bunny one. That's interesting. For the achievements, it's possible to catch the interesting. But God, have all 46 possible Pokemon by the time you get to the first gym. That's why I don't recommend the Professor Oak Challenge. Look like catching them all, but having 36 of the Pokedex before the first gym. Like, the worst part about that, like, that wouldn't be really a bad thing to do. I would probably do that on my own time regularly. If the enemies, like, if the wild Pokemon scaled up. But since you're dealing with level 5 to level 9 Pokemon, needing to get your starter up to level 30 something to get it to the third form? Yeah, fuck no. Because you'd be getting like 50 XP per battle. They just completed it, it looks like. How have more people defeated Red with all the Pokemon than people have hatched a Magby? Is the Magby and the one above it the lowest caught ones? Like lowest percentage achievements? Close. It's tied there. Wild. What a time. And God, of course, that also includes Kanto. Of course it does, because it's still the game. But yeah, no, I'm definitely going... I'm gonna do this. But I won't do this next. I'll do some randomizers on a Friday and Monday, so I can be all caught up on doing the shit and everything. and then on Wednesday, next Wednesday, I'll be doing that combo collab rando. And then from there, we're going to dive into The Witcher 3 finally. Finally. And then after I finish The Witcher 3, then I'll dive into this. I'm also very excited for the Archipelago. I've never done one before. It's going to be so much fun. And yeah, I've heard literally nothing but good things about The Witcher 3. Because, like, I don't know why it's... Oh, it's because it opened on this screen. My monitor on this side is horizontal. It's the chat and Discord window, so it's tall to see it. So it's this width. But yeah, no, I've gone through The Witcher 54 hours, and I went through The Witcher 2 35 hours, and then after I beat The Witcher 2, they were talking about shit that I didn't know what they were talking about, so I stopped playing, and then I sat down and I read all of the books. So I have now read all the books, so I know all the shit that's going on now. And then I'm all ready for The Witcher 3. I've already got it installed and everything. And I got all the different DLCs. That's not what I wanted to do. No, actually that works. I have fucking... There's 18 DLCs I was able to get. I don't know when those will be implemented in the story-wise, like when I would do them or if I would just stumble across them, but regardless, we'll be doing that at some point soon, and it's going to be a jolly good time. After that will be this, but for the next little bit, will be some randos. I'm probably going to do Ship of Harkinian just because it's easier to set up, but I might use BizHawk to get used to using BizHawk. Or maybe I'll actually do some solo archipelago randos of just Ocarina of Time so I can get a feel for how the game will... the mechanics that the game will want me to do, because if I do other randos that have different quality of life improvements that the archipelago doesn't have, then I would be trying to use all those quality of life things when I don't have them. But yeah, no, that's my plan for the next little bit. It's going to be such a jolly good time. I am really looking forward to it. Since I've gone through like all of my yapping and everything, I've explained what I'm doing next, what the next few things are going to be. In the process, I guess I should get this going, but Garrus is probably not expecting this to be the end, so he's nowhere near here. Here he is. Here to bless the stream with his presence. But yeah, no. Fuck. Jeez. I did it. No howling tonight. He either howls when he's yawning or he'll just kind of make noises when he's irritated. Yeah, big baby. 10-year-old baby, but big baby. But yeah, no. Short stream today. Very short stream. Less than 3 hours. I didn't mean to click that one. That's my bad. I'll just sit here and let that go, because I did not mean to click on that. I accidentally clicked on the 2-minute long ad. So I'm just gonna sit here and just kind of let that play through before I go through everything else. I meant to click on 30 seconds, not 2 minutes. Yeah, you gotta fucking love it. Yeah, no, you get to have these fun little behind-the-scenes look behind the ads. I'm pretty sure they're able to see me in like the corner or something, but I don't know. But yeah, no. It's been just under a minute. Hell yeah. Intermission. Let's all go to the lobby. Funny. God, I'm so excited that I did that. Like, my like elation when I got that final quick spin in, and then he died, and then I just dropped the controller and clapped just so hard. Oh, thank you very much. It was kind of, oh, look me without glasses. Yeah, no, it was, I wouldn't call this the best that I've done, but it's the only, like, aside from the fact that I use a pen, like one of those eyeliner pens, which I guess is liquid, but it's not like it's a little thing that has the brush. That's what the white is. That's the liquid eyeliner, and that's fun to put on my waterline and then have it just kind of cloud my eye for a moment. But then everything else is liquid, isn't, like, it is. End of story, it is. But it's one of those, like, pens that you do, and then I specifically use NYX. I like that brand. It's a nice brand. It's cheaper than other. It's drugstore, Walmart, maybe Walmart. I don't know if it's still at Walmart, but I like the pigmentation. White on the waterlines is a really fun detail. I saw a thing of a person doing their makeup, and they were explaining why they were doing white around the waterlines, and they were saying it was to bring out the eyes more, like give it more of a outline so they pop more, so you see the shape of the eye more than you would otherwise. I really like it. It's fun. I enjoy. Maybe one day I will do my makeup on stream and y'all can see, but who knows? Time will tell. The ad is done. The 2-minute ad that I did not mean to play. Meant to just play 30 seconds. But we gotta do what we gotta do. Super fun stream. Not even 3 hours, but I can accept that. I'll take that. I'm so happy that I beat that. So happy. So glad. And I'm so excited for everything that's gonna come next. So thank you all oh so very much for watching. If y'all haven't already, please do consider dropping a follow here on Blue Sky, Twitter, and or joining the Discord server so you can get updates as to when I go live, take part in polls, suggest games for me to play, send pictures of memes, pets, food, rocks, nature, your music, your streams, your art, your videos, anything really. Just have a jolly good old-fashioned fun time. And maybe I should get one of those for my YouTube as well. Blue Sky, Twitter, Discord, YouTube, Discord. Maybe. We'll see. It'd be more buttons. But yeah, no. That is in fact going to be everything for today. Super, super fun. Super, super exciting. I can't believe I finally did it. 100%ed all of Majora's Mask on Retro Achievements in 50 some odd hours. So happy. Like 6 hours last stream of just doing all that I was just doing this stream. 6 hours of all of that. Yeah, no, so happy, so happy. Once again, thank you all so very much for watching, and I shall see you all next time. Peace out.